Okay, it's time for a little something to chew on, Linda. So let's talk.
Let's talk about this. It is an interesting, I don't feel like I have quite the right to be able to weigh in on this, not having children. However, there's a photo that's going viral. We'll show you the photo. This is a Toronto Blue Jay Pictures child on a flight with her pregnant mom. Obviously, the kids were eating popcorn, which is, as you can see, on the floor. So the flight attendant told the mom, get on your knees. She's pregnant, not hugely pregnant.
No, she's 22 weeks. So that's the sweet spot of pregnancy. But that's about the time that bending over in half is more difficult. So that's a 3-year-old. And the sister sitting next to her is a 5-year-old. So this is a pregnant mother traveling with a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. So for those of us with children, just let that sink into your mind for a second.
So the father, the pitcher,
Anthony
is mad at United Airlines and tweets this out.
Yeah.
Saying, basically, how dare this flight attendant tell his pregnant wife to get on her hands and knees and pick up the popcorn? Are you kidding me? And oh my goodness, you should see the responses.
This blew up.
Okay, so how many people have seen this? Almost 80
million? 78.9 million views. 78.9 million people have looked at this, and millions have weighed in. Millions, and most of them coming at him hard.
Well, even
like a fastball down the middle.
Colleagues here in the Oh Boy production studio, Donnie and Dolly, spoke about it this week.
Like, okay, maybe she shouldn't have to clean it up. If she's a pregnant woman, you shouldn't have to get down your hands and knees to clean up the popcorn. But your kid makes a mess. Like, you kind of also have to be in charge of your kid's mess. You're supposed to just walk away from the situation. Somebody else can deal with it. That's not really.
Oh my! Come on! I'm totally on his side.
So your kid could just go to a restaurant.
You're dealing with 2 kids that age, and your wife's pregnant.
Yeah.
Now is he with them?
I don't believe he was.
If he wasn't with,
he's
then
pitching
the dad's
for the Jays.
got to step
He's
up.
pitching for the Jays, right?
Right. So I'm guessing he's not
tied
with
up.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But if he's with them, I get it. But if it's just her, come on.
Okay, this is going to ruin the brand, but I 100% agree with Don Taylor. Oh,
really?
It's going to come back to haunt me. I do.
And I agree with Ryan.
I agree with Don Taylor for a couple of reasons. I mean, obviously, my kid cleans up after himself. We do have a responsibility to do that. I don't look at this photo as an astounding mess on a plane. I've seen people do worse with peanuts and pretzels, grown adults, that leave behind more trash than that on an airplane. I think this got blown up in a big way, and it was laid out in a way that seemed, by accounts of people who were actually on the flight, others, the bystanders there, that it felt like the captain says, you must clean up that popcorn. You know, your child's made this horrible. I've never seen anything like that. If I had been on that plane, Linda, you know what I would have done?
You would have bent down and picked it up. Here's my thing. I think there's more to the story.
Yeah.
I do feel I have sympathy for people who are traveling with young children, especially for myself if I'm sitting near them and it's loud and messy. However, I mean, I get it. It's difficult. She is married to a professional athlete who makes a ton of money. If she had trouble dealing with 2 kids and she's pregnant, maybe she could have had a nanny. But whatever, I think there's more to the story. I suspect she might have been a little bit rude to the flight attendant. I think something went off the rails there. And the flight attendant thought, you think you're somebody special? Get down there and pick it up. It's too bad it got to that.
Yeah, I will tell you this.
Okay.
As somebody who has traveled with a small child, never 2 while pregnant, but 1, it is so stressful because we do want to go on that trip and we do want to get to where we need to go perhaps, and nothing's more stressful than thinking and worrying about the people in the seat next to you being at all put out or uncomfortable. It is very stressful as a parent.
There should be a family section on the plane.
That's a
they
whole
should say
other topic.
Everybody in the last 10 rows, that's where all the family and kids were.
I've had a
and then
flight
you would probably be happier there.
First time I flew out here with Brady when he was, probably 5 months old, so not infant, but kind of hold up his head. I had the nicest flight attendants on Air Canada. They scooped him up and carried him around and kept him busy and kept him happy. And thank you to the good ones out there. And I feel sorry that this mother in this situation had that happen to her.
Here's the other thing, though. My final comment is that people need to take personal responsibility. Maybe not separate of that, but if you're messing up the office kitchen and leaving all your crap in the sink, guess what? There's not a fairy that's picking it up.
That's a whole different
your
topic.
Job.
I agree.
Well,
I clean up the office all the time.
Personal responsibility can be a thing. Maybe that doesn't apply in this case.
They're vacuuming that plane, top to bottom.
All right.
Still to come, what?
When we come back, a Vancouver eco-activist is at it again.
Oh,
Jeremy.
great. Okay.
Her latest public stunt next in What the Hell is Wrong with People?